and good morning. Welcome to Transformational Tuesday. I'm really excited to talk to you about today's topic. What happens when life throws you a curveball, right? I am sure I cannot be the only one, that things happen. Things get changed. Circumstances come up and different things perceived to be happening to you. Yeah, right? So today we're going to talk about what happens when something comes up and you're like, holy smokes, how do I handle all of this? What goes on? How to transform your thinking to realize that it's the thinking and the way you perceive things that can shift your reality, right? Often clients come to me and they say, I don't know if I can invest in myself. I don't know if I have the funds, and what happens? I'm stuck in my life. I can't move forward. And I say, well, it's the perception that you have on your life that's keeping you trapped where you are. It's keeping you trapped in this cycle of living paycheck to paycheck and living, maybe beyond the means, or stuck in your life mentally, and then it's causing you to be stuck in your life financially. There was a time in my life where the perception about, I looked at my life and everything there was so much going on, right? So much happening all at one time. I had 3 kids under the age of 5. I was nursing. I was homeschooling. I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have help. There were so many things happening in my life. I didn't even know how to catch a breath, right? Like, drop a low if you understand what I'm saying. Drop a 3. I don't know why I'm picking a 3. Drop a 3 below. Or I understand, like, there's always stuff going to go on in your life. There's always things that's going to happen in your life. It's how you perceive them. It's how you process them. It's how you take them in and look at them, these things, whatever they are, and shift your thinking around it. There's never going to be the perfect time to do something. It reminds me, there was a time where this is going back years ago. I had reached out to a woman to, I wanted some help with becoming a vegetarian and a vegan, and I didn't know how to make those foods or what was the good, I needed help shifting my mindset around what that meant, not having animal protein in my diet. What would that mean? And how would that look? How would my meals look and all this? And I reached out to her, and I remember it being around Thanksgiving of one year. This is, I don't know how many years ago. And I remember I reached out to her, and I remember thinking, like, oh my God, this is something I so want to do. Right? I said, but I got Christmas coming up. I got Thanksgiving. I have 3 small kids. I was just starting my business. This is probably 6-7 years ago. And I'm like, I don't know if I have the mental capacity. There's so much going on. And she said to me, and this is so true. This is so true. There are always going to be things going on in your life. You're always going to have a college to pay for, kids to pay for, new house, parents to care for. There's always going to be stuff going on in your life. But I can tell you this, and I taught this in my Monday night class with my clients. The more you give to you, the more that you can give to others. And giving to you is the giving and receiving is a flow of life. It needs to happen in both directions. So the more you give to yourself, the more you take care of yourself, the more you can give to others, the more you can create space for more good into your life, right? So so those that don't know me, my name is Brenda Kiss. I'm your transformative Neuro Reiki master. I'm your host here in the Kiss Your Struggles Goodbye, your host and your coach. So drop a hello down below. I'd love to see you. Drop a hi, how you doing? I come on live twice a week, Transformational Tuesday and Wake Up Wednesdays, both at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So join us live if you're watching the replay, right? #replay. My goal for our community is really to connect, really to support each other, uplift each other, and inspire each other, offering tips, resources, and engaging conversations to empower each other. So, today's topic is really like, how do you shift that mindset that things are happening to you, or not to you, but for you. When life throws you all these curveballs, how do you still take care of yourself? How do you still process that in a way that feels good versus going back into the victim role? And I may have told this story recently, and there's two stories that I was saying that I want to share that are so relative to this topic, right? In 2020, we all went through the pandemic, right? We all are going through the pandemic. But 2020, I don't remember, I guess it was almost a year ago, this time last year, there was events opening up in our state, in the United States. I live in New Jersey, and things were starting to open up, meaning you go do a few things. And I was invited to speak at a conference, and it was the first in-person event, and there was going to be a couple hundred people there. It was in a big conference hall where we could all social distance, and we had to wear a mask, of course, and all that. And I was really, really excited, and honestly, a little nervous about being around a lot of the people, because the vaccine wasn't out. We hadn't been around a lot of people, or I hadn't been around a lot of people anyway. And so I remember going to this conference. I was going to go do my talk, leave. It was a two-day conference, and I was going to go back the next day, do my talk, and leave. And so I go to leave the second day, and this girl's like, "Can I please walk out with you?" And so we had to walk down a hallway, take an elevator down, and go out to the car. And I said, sure, that would be great. And so we were walking, and she was just a lovely woman. And we got in the elevator, and we hit the down button, and halfway down, the elevator stopped. And we got stuck in the elevator. Now, COVID is still out there. You're not supposed to be so close to other people. And here I am in this confined area, no circulation, right? The air is just what it is. And I'm stuck in an area with someone who was extremely uncomfortable wearing her mask. And being in the elevator, she couldn't breathe, so she wanted to take her mask down. And here we are. And I could have let that circumstance, that curveball that was thrown to me, make it such. I could have went into panic. I could have went to, what the heck's going to happen? Am I going to get COVID? Does she have COVID? How long are we going to be in here? Are we ever going to get out of the elevator? I'm sitting in an elevator that 1,000 people have been in, and what's going to happen to me? Right? So I could have went into that mode of, holy cow, this is just a terrible curveball, right? So here's what I'm going to suggest. When life throws you a curveball, you have to work on these three key areas to switch your mindset. So the first area is our physiology. And I remember thinking, okay, I can't sit and I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be in panic. I don't want to think about all the things that could happen, right? Because what you think about comes about. And so I didn't want to think about anything that could happen or might happen or could have happened. And so I wanted to find a way to shift the energy from all the fear to something fun, empowering, inspiring, uplifting. And so what we did is I actually had a microphone and a speaker because I was doing a talk and I brought my own stuff. And so we turned the microphone on and we turned the speaker on, and we had a dance party in the elevator. So we literally shifted our body into dancing and moving and having a good time to from being like constricted and tight. And so we had a dance party, and then we started to talk about possibilities of the world, of inspiration, of spirituality. And so we started to change the dialogue, right? So we first shifted our physiology, then we started to shift our conversation, and then we also switched our focus. We started writing down things that we wanted to bring into our life as opposed to the fear that we had in our life. So when life throws you a curveball, those are the areas of your life that you want to look at. What do you want to look at? And how do you want to shift your perspective so that the things that are going on in your life are serving you, or you can make the best out of it? So I ended up being in the elevator for, I believe, almost 2 hours. We were stuck in the elevator almost 2 hours, and we were rescued by firemen. I've never been rescued by firemen, so it was a lot of fun. And I had to climb up a ladder. which was another fear that I had a back injury last year. So it was like I had to climb up a ladder and climb out. And I was like, holy cow, is my body going to be able to do that? So instead of going into that conversation, it was, I had to change my focus, my communication, and my body to get myself out of the elevator. So when life throws you a curveball, when things are being thrown at you and all these different things that are happening, stop, take a pause, and focus on those three areas. Physiology, what are you doing with your body? How do you want to shift your body? Because that shifts your energy. Communication, what are you saying to yourself? What are you telling yourself? And focus, where are you putting your energy? Where do you putting your energy? Are you putting it in solutions, or are you putting it into the problems that you have? Are you putting it into the things that you want to the things that you want in your life? Or are you feeding the things that you don't want by keeping your focus there? Where you focus, where energy goes, things grow. So think about where your energy are. Think about where you're putting your energy. Where is your thoughts? What are you focusing on that things can't change? Someone that wants to transform their life is focused on how to get their life changed. What can I do to change my life? Where are my solutions? They take their problems, realize that they're problems and stories, but that their stories don't have to define them, and they can keep searching. So if that's you, drop. That's me. I want to shift my life. I want drop down, transform. In the drop below, transform. If you're ready to transform what you have going on in your life to something else that you want in your life. Now, I know that things can be super challenging. There's lots of quote problems, because I don't believe in problems, but there could be a lot of potential problems in your life, situations, challenges. And with that, there's still solutions to everything. So drop below if you're here to transform and take action in a way that you want to move into a direction of a life that you want to create. So 3 key areas: focus, body, and communication. And I hope you're one of those people that want to transform their life and take your life to the next level. If you do, tune in every week. We have all tools every week to share with you. And tomorrow I have some special, juicy, yummy stuff to share with you. Very, very, very excited. Something that I haven't done in quite some time. So make sure to hop on tomorrow for Wake Up Wednesday. Have a fabulous Transformational Tuesday. Do something different today than you did the day before. Take action in some area of your life to create transformation. Bye now.